Toll Brothers is known for luxury architecture and dramatic interiors, and today we're touring their model here in Thornebrook in Bulverde, Texas. Hi, I'm Shaunna Hanover. I live, work, and play right here in New Braunfels and throughout the Texas Hill Country. I get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every single day who are considering building, buying, or relocating to this area, whether that's 6 days or 6 months from now. If that's you, I would love to be your realtor of choice and help guide you through the process with clarity and confidence. Welcome to Thornebrook in Bulverde, Texas, a beautiful hill country community in Comal County, featuring spacious one-acre home sites. Toll Brothers homes here are currently starting at $875,000, and they're known for elegant home designs, open concept floor plans, and their acclaimed craftsmanship. This community feeds into the highly ranked Comal Independent School District, including Smithson Valley High School. Thornebrook also offers 90 acres of open space and a 6-acre community park, and you're roughly 25 minutes from the San Antonio International Airport, making it a great location for commuting while still enjoying hill country living. But enough about that. Let's take a look around this home. Welcome to the Toll Brothers model here at Thornebrook in Bulverde, Texas. You will immediately notice some major differences when it comes to Toll Brothers. Their entrances, they are definitely eye-catching. So this is the first thing your guests notice when they walk into your home. Tall ceilings, very wide, nice light fixtures. So keep that in mind as you're building. Think about where you want lights, different sconces, chandeliers. There's 2 here in the entryway. Got surround sound being piped in. They did a nice contrast up there. Nice trim work on the walls. Now this is something I don't know if they would do for you at build. So Toll Brothers will show you this in the model, but I don't know if they would do this for you in your home. So just think about that. If it's something that you love, you could always do it after the fact. So come this way. You have a half bath right here in the front of the house with a really fun tile on the wall. It's textured. I don't know if you can really see that, but it definitely is a textured tile from floor to ceiling, just giving that room some pizzazz, if you will. First bedroom. It is an ensuite. It does have a full bathroom. Has a really fun light fixture. Beautiful windows. It does have just one pane. So from the outside, aesthetically, it's very nice. It has more of a modern feel on the outside. Just a simple one pane can change the whole look of a home. One thing I do like, your transition from the tile floor out here to the tile in the shower, it is a smooth transition. So if you're needing that without a step, you got it. And then you have a walk-in closet right off the bathroom. You've got the double bars, nice carpet in here, single vanity, nice countertop. I like the color on the floors. It's a little bit darker. This space just feels very grand. You have your dining room here. Nice light fixture, beautiful windows. They did a nice wallpaper in here. The wallpaper is framed out. I know it's a design element, but that's nice. So it's a textured wallpaper and then they trimmed it out. So it just gives it a nice finished look. Very elegant, very nice for this space, for sure. Let's go this way. This is a nice area for entertaining. Bar, yes, buffet. You know, if you have people over, you can just put a bunch of food and to do a nice spread here, charcuterie boards. I could see, you know, your wine, nice dishes, and this beautiful built-in giving you all the cabinets and the drawers here. And then you have this room here. So if you're a wine drinker, you've got plenty of storage in here for your wine. You can do some more on the walls, and then you have 2 nice cabinets and drawers on either side with a light in here as well. And this door is nice and heavy. It's metal and glass. And then you come into this room. in this room, I don't know if you can really truly understand how large this room is and how big this light fixture is without actually standing in this room yourself. It makes me feel very small. Granted, I'm only 5'1", but still this, yeah, my son is 6'3", and he says it makes him feel small. So you have the nice transom windows, you have the slider door, making it feel very upgraded, very custom. You have this nice fireplace with tile all the way to the ceiling. Okay, so coming back towards the front doors, we showed you that bedroom up front, the half bath, and the dining room, and the entertainment space, the bar and the wine room, if you will. And then you have an office right off of the entryway too. They did these lovely built-ins. This is obviously going to be an upgrade, but this is one area that I would definitely, if you work from home and you need a home office, this is one area that I could see being very practical when it comes to upgrades. Chandelier, lighting. They did take the doors off. Sorry, they took the doors off in here because it's a model. They just want to show you the flow, but there would be doors here. And I'm sure you have the option of glass panes or solid doors. Okay, so coming back into your living room, again, just pause and take in this space. You have your living space, you have a casual dining space, broken up and anchored by its own light fixture there, looking into the kitchen, just very open. Cabinetry goes all the way to the ceiling. You have a nice trade ceiling for the whole area of the kitchen and casual dining area there, just again, separating the spaces, making them very intentional spaces. And off of the living, we will come into the primary bedroom. So in the primary, nice windows looking out to your outdoor kitchen and entertainment space. You have a vaulted ceiling in here with beams and a really lovely light fixture that, again, I just can't describe how large of scale those are, but they're beautiful and they are very big. And then you come into your primary bath. Lots of noticeable differences with Toll Brothers. You've got the dual vanities, you have the soaking tub, you do have these glass doors here. I don't know if I would do glass doors because then I would be inclined to keep my closet very, very organized, which I do keep them organized anyway, but even more so if I had glass doors there. Your shower, that transition here is also a smooth transition. There is no step. If that's important to you, you have it here with the bench all the way across. And remember, I've pointed this out. I'm seeing more and more of this where you can turn the water on without being directly under the water. I think that is so smart. I appreciate that. I don't like cold water at all. You have your water closet here, which would have a door. I do like that they did this tile on the wall. This tile is the complete wall from floor to ceiling, even the window casing. That is going to be an upgrade, I'm positive. But, my only but, I would have done larger mirrors, I think. I think I would. I would have done larger mirrors. They're a little small. I think just because the size of the wall, the size of the window, yeah. We haven't seen this yet. Not at Thornebrook anyway. So Thornebrook and Bulverde, Toll Brothers, you did good in the closet. You used every inch of space because I would use all of these built-ins, all of these drawers. These are drawers. You have drawers here. And then on the wall space, I could do a mirror. I could do a full-length mirror. I have the space to do it. I could do hooks for belts. I could do hat racks. I have options, but all of these built-ins from floor to ceiling, great use of the space. Good job, Toll Brothers. Okay. What did you think of the closet? Coming back into your living room. Love sliders. Let's look at the kitchen first, then we'll take you outside. There's still a lot more house to see. You have your sliders and you have a separate door here also, which makes the flow really nice. If you're cooking and taking things in and out, you can just go out right here. This material, it's leatherized and it has a different feel. It's nice. I like this. I like all of this built in here. Your wine cooler, beverage fridge. I like that you have solid cabinetry and these here with the glass inserts, just breaking this up to where if you wanted to display some of your, prettier dishes, or maybe you've got some pottery collection, you could display those here. Your china, I know my mom collects teapots, and I know my mom would have her teapots right there. And her birds. Yes. Coming into the kitchen, you have this beautiful vent hood, nice 6-burner gas stove, big solid sink.
Oh, that's a cool thing.
Right?
Magnetic?
Mm-hmm. It's magnetic. Dishwasher, trash pull-out. They did 2-tone in here, so you have the creamy color with the black hardware, and this, I don't know what color this is, sandstone, kind of a brownish color, but it's the same color as these base cabinets to tie it in. And it's very close to the color that they did in the trade ceiling. So it really does just tie everything in. You have another area over here. You could do a coffee bar. You have your microwave convection here, your double oven, more cabinetry all the way to the ceiling. Now over here, all right, coming off the kitchen, you also have a walk-in pantry here with room to add more shelves, of course. And you do have a glass door, so you gotta keep it organized. You've got a little desk space here, and then you have your laundry room with your sink, more shelving, and of course room for a fridge. And then this would be your garage space here, but it's currently the office. Take you back this way into the kitchen. You have your drop zone. Cabinets go almost all the way to the ceiling. And you have a bedroom here with a bathroom and its own walk-in closet. Very plush, yes. Nice carpet, nice upgraded pad underneath it. That's why it feels so soft. You have a nice blue glazed tile all the way to the ceiling with a niche for your soaps. I am noticing more and more that the bathtubs are very shallow. So something to consider if you want a bathtub and you want it to be maybe a little bit deeper, just think about that when you're building and you're looking at bathtubs, because I know I like mine deeper. And then again, you have the walk-in closet here. And they used all the space, so you have this little area too. So it's bigger than it looks, which is nice. Fun light fixtures. Got the surround sound going. Got some jazz music playing.
That would be annoying if someone had a surround sound on in your house.
Yeah, but you can turn it off in different zones. Okay, so let me give you a recap real quick, because there's a lot of house here. We came in the front door, we had an office, we had a dining room, we had a beverage, a bar area, the wine room. We saw the primary, the living room, the office. We saw the garage, another bedroom, kitchen, casual dining, living, nice area here. We'll go in this corner of the house and take you into another living space. You can be creative here, whatever you needed this space to be. All of these built-in cabinets, this would be an upgrade. They are very shallow cabinets.
4 sliding doors too.
So this is probably about 18 inches deep. So great for bourbon and wine, I'm just saying. This would be a wonderful tasting room, just to have nice comfy chairs, pour a nice glass, sip, open these doors on a nice cool evening, sit outside, have a cigar, nice windows, nice transom windows. And right off of this room, then you have a game room. So this room does not have windows. It would have double doors. In the model, of course, they made this room darker, but that makes sense because a media room or a game room would be a little bit darker. Come in here, hang out, play poker, play board games, play chess, watch a movie. And having those sliders here, I love that. It does. Yes, and it just brings that outside in. Then you have a full bathroom here, tub shower combo, and another bedroom. Spurs theme with a walk-in closet, and the brains of the house are in there. That whole surround sound system is being controlled in there. Right off of this room, you have more storage. So yeah, if you were using one of these rooms as, you know, your game room, you could put all of your board games and stuff in this closet, and they're easily accessible to this space here. If you notice, every corner of this house has a room. I like that. Let's take you outside now. I know, I never know if they're locked or not. I don't know how tall these ceilings are. They're at least 20 feet. You want to talk about feeling open and airy? And if you put some ceiling fans out here, you could move some air. Oh, yeah. You've got an 8 seating table here, more seating here with the fireplace, and they put the, you know, outlets above if you wanted to do a TV that's already there for you. And because it's a model, of course, they show you all the possibilities. So they went all out with this one. They really did. Pickleball, outdoor kitchen. Yeah.
Instead of a grill.
Look at this hanging fire pit. What a lovely space with the swings. Me too.
I fall asleep out here.
This is beautiful. And, you know, like I said, leaving the natural landscape and only clearing a portion of the land. What we found out just a little bit ago from the sales agent, she let us know that when they do remove a tree, for every tree they remove, they put a new tree. I like that. We need trees. That's important. We did a lot of tile work out here. They tiled all of this space here and down there. And that decking that they did here, as you can see, they saved the tree and they went around it. But that decking, that is not actual wood. It's engineered, and so it will not rot. It's less maintenance, and the longevity it's longer. It'll last longer. That's what I'm getting at. The light fixtures really anchor the space. I know I said it already, but this light fixture is massive and it's beautiful, and it just sets the tone in this room. Then you go to that casual dining space and you see that light fixture, it anchors that. And then you have your 3 pendants over the island there, which are pretty good size. Did you think of this home? It's a beautiful home. The architecture is top-notch, beautiful. All right, stay tuned for the map video. If you're ready for acreage, thoughtful construction, and room to truly spread out, Thornebrook and Bulverde is absolutely worth a closer look. But before we wrap up, let me show you exactly where this community sits and what your day-to-day commute could look like.
All right, so I have zoomed out quite a bit today to show you where Thornebrook sits in relation to New Braunfels and San Antonio, just to give you an idea of different commute times, what you're close to, and just really give you an idea overall of where this community sits. I know I have this marked right here, but this right there says Bulverde, Texas, because that is technically the city that Thornebrook resides in. So if you were in downtown New Braunfels and you're commuting to Thornebrook, you're going to take this road right here, which is FM 1863, roughly 20 miles to Almond Lane and then straight into the community of Thornebrook. That is a 20-mile commute roughly, which would take you 30 to 35 minutes. And then, of course, if you are commuting to San Antonio, let's say you're going to the airport, you're going to take 281. You're going to take it right here to the airport, which that would take you about 20 to 25 minutes, depending on traffic. If you were to continue on 281, it does turn into 37. 37 continues south all the way to Corpus Christi. So if you want to go to the beach, you can take 281 all the way there. Now, along 281, there are a lot of things to do and see. There is a Target, there's a Sam's Club, there's movie theaters, there's more restaurants. And if hospitals, there are 2 major hospitals right over here in the Stone Oak area. You have North Central Baptist, and then you have Stone Oak Methodist Hospital. Again, that would be maybe a 20-25 minute commute for you, if that, to major medical facilities. Now, I want to also show you kind of the innards of San Antonio, if we will. We have this outer loop here called 1604. I'm just going to highlight the major roadways for you. So you've got this major loop here, 1604, the outer loop of San Antonio. Then we have an inner loop, 410, right here, running all the way around. And then we have major highways. So I'm going to highlight Interstate I-35, which runs north and south. You could take this north all the way to Austin, to Dallas, to Canada if you wanted. And then, of course, you can take it as far south as you want. Then you have Interstate I-10, which runs east and west. Now, this one gets a little tricky, but you've got I-10 here. And then it does this weird jaunt here. So taking it out this way through Seguin, you can take it all the way to Houston. And then, of course, this way, you can head out to California. But here, I-10 turns into 90. So you can go to Castroville, Hondo, Sabinal. These are the little towns if you take it out this way. So as you can see, San Antonio kind of looks like a spider web. But we do have, like I said, San Antonio itself is a fairly circular city with several major highways connecting everything. I-10 running east and west, taking you toward Houston or out towards El Paso. I-35 running north and south, connecting New Braunfels, San Marcos, Austin, and Dallas to the north, and heading south towards Laredo and the Rio Grande Valley. 281 runs right through the middle of San Antonio. And a few other things, that I want to point out is from Thornebrook, your closest grocery store is going to be at the intersection of Highway 46 and 281 right here. You're going to have an HEB Plus, less than 12 minutes from you. And in that same area, you're going to find a Walmart over here. Sorry, it's on this side. You're going to find a Walmart out here. You have a Home Depot. You have a Tractor Supply, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Chili's, Whataburger. You have several dining options out this way as well. If you didn't want to, come closer into San Antonio, you can go more out towards the hill country. And then if you are an outdoorsy person, you're only 15 minutes from Guadalupe State Park, which is out here. Now, there's hiking, fishing, kayaking, and beautiful Texas hill country scenery. So while Thornebrook offers peaceful 1-acre home sites in a quiet hill country setting, you're still pretty conveniently close to daily necessities and outdoor recreation, plus major commute routes. So this is why so many of my move-up buyers look at Bulverde right now, because you get space, strong schools, and hill country living without feeling disconnected. So if you're considering Thornebrook or anywhere in the Texas hill country, I would love to help you navigate it. And I appreciate you spending some time with me today, and I will see you in the next tour.